Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Zimi bin Muhammad Zaki. We are from Group 5. There are my fellow friends, Ahmad Daniel, Muhammad Azimin, Muhammad Danish, and Muhammad Imran. Today, our topic is discrimination in workplace. Okay, this is a content. The topic of the content is research question, objective, research gap, name of respondent, and the lastly is evidence of interview. Okay, this is our research question. We have a 5 research question for the responder. As you can see, the question we have show to you. Next is objective. This is our objective for our group to clarify whether the discrimination is happening in workplace and the research gap to get an equal right for the employee. That's all for me.
Okay, hi and Assalamualaikum. My name is Muhammad Danish Iqmal and I will present about the name of respondent. Okay, the first one is Muhammad Faris bin Latif. Second one is Muhammad Azri Rahimi and the last one is Muhammad Fikri. Okay, this is the evidence of the interview. For the first one is Muhammad Faris bin Latif. He said that he have experience about the discrimination. And then for the second question, he said that um, for example, they are often compare from their work skills and knowledge in the field they are involved. And then for the third question is he said that he never reported to the responsibility party. And for the question 4, he is told that he feels sick and angry after being discriminated. Okay, for the last question is about his opinion in discrimination. He said that there are 2 reasons. It is from the aspect of race and skills or knowledge. I think that's all for me. Thank you.
Okay, for the next respondent, we would like to show the video of the second respondent, which his name is Azri Rahimi. So enjoy the video.
Assalamualaikum to my friend. Okay. Did you ever face any discrimination at your workplace? And can you please tell us about it and what work did you do at that time?
Okay, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. So I once worked as a part-time promoter for a clothing brand in a shopping mall. So I faced discrimination. I worked overtime for 3 weeks straight because of the bonus and the overtime bonus. So apparently on that month I have calculated that my expected salary would be about 2.5k, but on the salary day I only received about 1.5k ringgit, and I asked my manager why I got this amount, and she said that there is a cap for a part-timer to have their salary at only 1.5k. So I feel like being cheated, sad and angry because before I sign up for this work, they never said that there a cap for the salary. So I feel like why? Why should be have a cap since I work so hard for the overtime. So every time that I used to work is worth the money dah. So I asked my colleagues, have they suffered this problem too? And they said that they also face this problem.
Okay. So when you and your colleague know that you were discriminated, so what was your action that time?
We brought this issue to the management, and surprisingly, the management doesn't know this so-called cap salary, because they said that even part-timer, all the money, all the salary should be the same, because part-timer is also working, so there should be no discrimination. So every month before this, they the managers said that the particular amount of the salary, and after the management has issued the paying salary, the managers will set a set amount based on the cap that they put, let's say 1.5k a year, and they took the rest of the money to themselves.
Oh, so can you please tell us, did you work for one day, or they pay for 1 hour or 1 minute?
So during my part-time period, they paid for hourly, 1 hour, ringgit, something like that. So I calculated, and I was surprised that my salary does not seem as expected amount that I want. So after this issue, the management have made a surprise meeting, calling all managers and workers, including part-timer on that floor, and they ask every manager why they do this. So the the managers doesn't say anything, and on that day, all the managers are asked to resign, and we the part-timer got the amount that should we got on that month. And after that, this issue does not appear because of the new managers have been appointed. And yeah, that's all.
Okay. So for the final question, I would like to ask you, so what do you think about discrimination? Does it caused by religion, races, skin color, education level, or part-timer? What do you think?
So in my opinion, the discrimination that I have faced before is most probably the age factor and education level, because most of our part-timer is as early as 18-year-old. So they think that the high schoolers doesn't need to have so much money, but they doesn't know this time of era, everything costs very much. So every money matter. So yeah, discrimination is not good, people.
Okay. Thank you for your cooperation,
You're welcome.
and that's all from us. The end.
Okay, hello, I'm Azmin, and this is a last respondent that we have interviewed. So, let's roll the video.
Okay, for the bonus part, I would like to ask one of my friend that has been facing discrimination during his work. Okay, so can you please tell us about the discrimination that you faced during your work, and what work did you do that time?
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I face a little bit of discrimination when I work part-time as a packager. This happened during our weekend. We go to part-time job as a packager in this company during the Ramadan month. Okay, during that time, we as a part-timer has been discriminated by the employer, because during the work hour is 8 p.m. to 8 a.m., which is during that time we have to go to sahur, but we as a part-timer doesn't get the food to sahur. We just get a bottle of water to sahur. Compared to other full-time job, they get
The food to sahur.
food to sahur, yes, and water.
Okay, from your perspective thinking, what do you think about the cause of discrimination? Does it due to religion, race, color of the skin, education level, or others? What do you think about it?
I think the discrimination sometimes come from favoritism, because sometimes when the full-time job worker, they have known the employer long than our when we the part-timer, then they show favoritism, then come the discrimination. Sometimes the discrimination also come from maybe the religion, or maybe because of our race.
That's all. So thank you for your cooperation.
Thank you.
And the end.
So based on the evidence that we just saw just now, the discrimination in workplace is really and still happening in our current workplaces. If this unjust action lasting longer, many people will be affected by it. So in order to fight the discrimination, the victim should report any discrimination that they face to the related authorities, or one should survey the environment of the workplace before they apply to it. So as the time is jealous of us, let me end with the presentation with one sentence. Together we strong, and divided we fall. So that's all from Group 5. Thank you.